Hi, my name is Ray at Water Heaters Now, and the service that I'm going to show you how to do today is how to do a tank cleaning on a Power Vent Bradford White water heater. And the first thing we're going to do in this process is turn off the main water valve on the cold side inlet. So we're going to turn that so that the handle makes a T or a cross with the rest of the pipe. Now no more water can get into the heater. So to turn the gas off, we just simply flip the switch, the little toggle switch, from on to off, and no more gas can come through. So we take the heater out of service for the cleaning. Next, we're gonna just put a straight slot screwdriver in the valve and turn it so that the slot is flowing with the valve, and then water will be coming out the hose into the floor drain. Like so. Quarter turn on, quarter turn off. Now I already have a hose hooked up to the bottom of the heater, and the hose is currently running to a pump. In your case, you would just run the hose into a floor drain so that it can gravity drain. For the purpose of time, we've hooked a pump into it so we could evacuate the heater in just a couple minutes. So now for the flushing of the tank, we've drained all the water out of the tank. But much like when you're doing your dishes in the kitchen, when you drain all the water out, sometimes there's some film residue and particles around the sink, so you take your sprayer and clean it out, right? So these have what's called hydrojet technology, that when I do this now and turn the water on, it's going to swirl the water and cleanse it. So I'm going to do that just for a few seconds, and then I'll shut the water off again and allow it to drain. And I'll repeat that process a few times. So currently, the valve is in the open position, the drain valve, so that it can drain as I do this. So you can hear the water turn on. I'm just going to do that for about 3 seconds. And now I'm going to turn off, and the water's draining out. And it'll take about 10-15 seconds to do that. And then I'm going to redo the process. Introduce a quart, 2 quarts of water, but in a swirling action in the bottom of the tank, and then shut the water off, and it'll drain again. Now this water is 1.5 years old, so no sediment is built up, though there might be some particles, some minerals at the bottom of the tank. It'll swish them and swirl them and drain them out of the tank, and now the inside of this tank is like brand new again. That's how you keep your heater working at top efficiency year after year, by doing this process. So the next step will be to close off the drain valve and fill the heater back up. Okay, now that the water heater is totally drained and we cleaned it, we're just going to take this slotted valve, turn it a quarter turn. The water is now totally off. We can disconnect this hose. And we're ready to fill the heater back up. So now we're going to turn the water onto the heater, wait till the water is bled out of a hot side of a faucet, and then we'll go ahead and turn the gas back on. So step 1. Step 2, open a hot water faucet. So at this point, we just want to purge through any dirt out of the pipes until we have a solid water flow, and let it run for about 10-15 seconds. Lastly, we're going to come back to our on-off toggle switch. We're going to turn it on, and a power vent heater has electric ignition, so there's no pilot that you have to light. Just by nature of turning the switch back on, you can hear it cycling now, and it should fire within the next 5 to 10 seconds, and you'll have hot water again in about 45 minutes. You'll see on this control, it's set at hot. That's 120 degrees. If you want it hotter, you could go up to A, that would be 130 degrees. B would be 140 degrees. And C would be 150 degrees. Anything over 140 has scalding danger for children, so we recommend that you keep the needle pointed directly at hot for 120 degrees. And most people are very happy with that temperature setting. And that's all it takes to clean out your Power Vent Bradford White water heater.